Dream of a new life, of boundless opportunities, vibrant culture, and a fresh start? For millions worldwide, the ultimate symbol of this dream is just one thing: the U.S. green card. It's more than a piece of plastic. It's a golden key unlocking permanent residency, the path to citizenship, and a future in the United States of America. But let's be honest, in 2025, actually getting a green card feels like winning the lottery, right? A bureaucratic maze, endless queues, and overwhelming competition. You might be thinking, is there any way to make this easier? Do some countries truly have a higher chance? Today, we're cutting through the noise and dispelling the myths. We're going to reveal the legitimate pathways, explain the real luck factors, and yes, identify the countries with the highest chance to move to the USA in 2025. This isn't a shortcut to breaking the law, but a deep dive into the legal avenues that offer statistically better odds for certain nationalities. If the American dream is calling your name, and you want to understand the true strategies to make it a reality, stay with us. Let's get one thing straight from the outset. Securing a U.S. green card is never truly easy, in the sense of being simple, quick, or guaranteed. It's a complex legal immigration process, governed by strict laws and quotas. The U.S. immigration system is designed to be highly regulated, focusing on family reunification, skilled labor, and diversity. When we talk about easier or highest chance, we're not talking about loopholes or secret backdoors. We're talking about statistical probabilities within established legal frameworks. These probabilities are heavily influenced by your nationality, your family connections, your professional skills, and sometimes, simply, luck. The green card, formerly known as a permanent resident card, grants foreign nationals the right to permanently live and work in the United States. It's a coveted document because it offers stability, access to jobs, social services, and eventually, the opportunity to apply for U.S. citizenship. The primary avenues to obtaining a green card are family-based, sponsorship by a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident, LPR relative; employment-based, sponsorship by a U.S. employer for skilled workers, professionals, or investors; diversity visa, DV lottery, a lottery program designed to diversify the immigrant population, open to individuals from countries with historically low rates of immigration to the U.S. Asylum and refugee status for individuals fleeing persecution in their home countries. Special programs. Less common pathways for specific categories like abused spouses, crime victims, or certain long-term residents. If you're looking for a pathway where your country of origin directly influences your chance, the Diversity Immigrant Visa Program, commonly known as the DV Lottery or Green Card Lottery, is precisely that. This program annually makes 55,000 green cards available to individuals from countries with historically low rates of immigration to the United States. Its goal is to diversify the immigrant population in the U.S. How does it work? Each year, the U.S. Department of State runs a random drawing. Millions of people apply from eligible countries, and a certain number of winners are selected. Being selected, however, does not guarantee a green card. It simply gives you the opportunity to apply for one, provided you meet strict eligibility requirements. Given the annual variability of the DV lottery eligibility list, it's safer to discuss regions and types of countries that generally remain eligible due to their lower historical immigration rates to the U.S. This information is based on consistent patterns over many years. Africa, the highest allocation region. The African continent consistently receives the largest share of diversity visas. This is due to the vast number of countries, many of which have not sent large numbers of immigrants to the U.S. historically. Examples of frequently eligible countries. Check official list for specific year. Ghana, Egypt, Algeria, Ethiopia, Cameroon, Kenya, Democratic Republic of Congo, Morocco, South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, Zimbabwe, many West African nations. Why the high chance? Relative to other regions, a smaller percentage of the total population from these countries has immigrated to the U.S. Europe, strong contenders. Many European countries, particularly those outside of Western Europe with very strong historical ties to the U.S., like the U.K., consistently remain eligible. Examples of frequently eligible countries. Check official list. Ukraine, Poland, Romania, Russia, often eligible despite other political issues, though check each year: Uzbekistan, Albania, Moldova, Kazakhstan, Georgia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia. Why the good chance? While some Western European nations are excluded, many Eastern and Central European countries have not historically sent as many immigrants to the U.S. as countries like Germany or France, which have, at times, also been excluded or come close. Oceania, small numbers, good odds for individuals. This region has a very small allocation of visas due to its low population density. But for eligible individuals from these countries, the odds can be relatively good due to less competition within their small pool. Examples of frequently eligible countries: check official list. Australia, often included due to lower LPR numbers despite high visitor numbers. New Zealand, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, Tonga. Why the good chance? Fewer applicants from geographically isolated, smaller population countries. South America, some eligible countries. While major South American nations like Brazil and Colombia are often excluded, some others remain eligible. Examples of frequently eligible countries: check official list. Argentina, Chile, Peru, Venezuela, though check for political/consular processing difficulties. Ecuador, Uruguay. Why the chance? Similar to other regions, it depends on their specific immigration numbers over the past 5 years relative to the threshold. Asia, limited, but some eligible. Many large Asian countries are excluded due to high immigration rates. However, a select few smaller or less populous nations may remain eligible. Examples of frequently eligible countries: check official list. Nepal, Iran, though check for political/consular processing difficulties. Myanmar, Burma, Afghanistan, highly variable due to political situation. Why the limited chance? The sheer size and historical immigration patterns of countries like China, India, and the Philippines mean the vast majority of Asia is excluded, while the diversity visa lottery directly addresses countries with the highest chance. It's crucial to understand other major pathways. They might not be easy, but they are the most common ways to get a green card, especially if you don't qualify for the DV lottery. Family-based immigration, the most common route. This is the most frequent way people get green cards. It relies on having a close relative who is either a U.S. citizen or a lawful permanent resident green card holder to sponsor you. Immediate relatives of U.S. citizens, spouses, unmarried children under 21, and parents of U.S. citizens. This category has no numerical limit, meaning no visa backlog, making it relatively faster. This is the closest to easy if you have an eligible U.S. citizen relative. Family preference categories: adult children, married/unmarried, siblings of U.S. citizens, and spouses/children of LPRs. These categories are subject to numerical limits and often involve significant wait times, visa backlogs, that can span years or even decades, depending on the country and category. For example, siblings of U.S. citizens from the Philippines might wait over 20 years. Country influence. While the rules are universal, the wait times can vary significantly by country due to per-country visa limits. Countries with high demand, like Mexico, China, India, Philippines, often face the longest backlogs. Employment-based immigration for skilled workers and investors. This pathway requires a U.S. employer to sponsor you, usually for a specific job that they couldn't fill with a U.S. worker. EB-1 first preference for individuals with extraordinary ability: arts, sciences, education, business, athletics, outstanding professors/researchers, or multinational managers/executives. This is highly selective but has relatively short wait times. EB-2 second preference for professionals holding advanced degrees, master's or higher, or individuals with exceptional ability. Sometimes a national interest waiver (NIW) can bypass the employer sponsor if the work is in the U.S. national interest. EB-3 third preference for skilled workers, requiring at least 2 years of experience or training, professionals, bachelor's degree, and other workers, unskilled labor. This category often has significant backlogs, especially for certain countries. EB-4 fourth preference for special immigrants, including religious workers, certain broadcasters, and others. EB-5 Fifth Preference Immigrant Investor Program. This is the investment green card. It requires a significant capital investment, $1.05 million, or $800,000 in targeted employment areas or infrastructure projects, in a U.S. commercial enterprise that creates or preserves at least 10 full-time jobs for U.S. workers. This is clearly not easy due to the financial requirement, but it is a direct path for those with capital. Country influence, EB categories like family-based visas, employment-based visas also have per-country limits, leading to significant backlogs for high-demand countries like China and India, where wait times for certain categories can be extremely long. Asylum and refugee status. Individuals who are physically present in the U.S. or at a port of entry and can demonstrate a well-founded fear of persecution in their home country due to race, religion, nationality, political opinion, or membership in a particular social group can apply for asylum. Refugees apply from outside the U.S. After 1 year of being granted asylum or refugee status, individuals can apply for a green card. This is a crucial humanitarian pathway, but is highly individual dependent and not a general easy route for everyone. The dream of living in the United States remains powerful, drawing millions globally. While the path to a green card is rarely easy, understanding the legitimate avenues and the statistical realities can significantly increase your chances. The Diversity Visa Lottery truly offers a unique opportunity for individuals from eligible countries to enter the U.S. on a pathway not tied to family or employment. But remember, it is just one piece of a much larger, intricate puzzle. Whether through family ties, skilled work, investment, or the luck of the draw, each successful green card story is a testament to perseverance and careful adherence to the law. If the American dream calls to you, do your research, stay informed about the latest regulations for 2025 and beyond, and consider seeking professional guidance. Your journey to a new life in the U.S. begins with knowledge and preparation.